Hey, welcome to this Twilight Struggle gameplay video. If you lived through the Cold War, or if you just find it a fascinating subject, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome back. It's time for turn 3 in this Twilight Struggle game. So we're going to go ahead and get in there in just a moment. But before I do, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you know when I upload another video. Share with your friends if you know people who like this sort of thing. That'd help me out a lot, help out the channel. I'd appreciate it. And most importantly, strangely enough, leave me a comment because I enjoy having little conversations here and there online. It may be about all that's left of my social life at my advanced age. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on in there and see how things go. Okay, here we are. It's still the early war. It's turn 3. 8 cards in hand, 6 action rounds. We haven't had a reshuffle yet, but we might see one now. I don't know. Let's click continue and find out. Okay, DEF CON level 3. Yes, there's a. Ooh, we got Asia scoring. I'm glad we kept the. I'm glad we kept the China card, and that means that European scoring or Europe scoring is back in the mix. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to show up, but it's in the mix. So let me take a quick review here. Nasser's out. Blockade is out. Warsaw Pact, right. CIA. Truman Doctrine. Okay. Let's see what else the rest of our hand looks like. Ooh, it's really not a bad looking hand at all. We've still got that crummy decolonization, which could be a really great candidate for the space race. Captured Nazi scientist. What? I don't know whether that's a good. I don't know if that's a good headline card or not. Red Scare, Red Purge. Oh, that's a really good headline card. It's kind of sad to use a 4, but it would be appropriate payback for the way it was used against me last round. Just looking at the colors, this is a good turn. Um, and we are currently advantaged in Asia. It would be kind of tempting, depending on his first play, just to play it now. Just, just to ditch it as my first action after his. Grab the points and really put the pressure on him because the game ends, if I remember right, if one side gets 20. And going straight to 13 could get exciting. But I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. That's how you zoom in on. I had no idea. All right, well, now that I've been playing around. So, it is the headline phase. Eastern European unrest. No, that's good for influence. 5-year plan. That's a pretty good headline card. It steals an event straight out of his hand. There is one less card. And if it's good for us, it happens immediately. Ooh, that's actually a pretty awesome. Uh, that's a pretty awesome headline card. Since the UK is U.S. controlled, NATO is in effect. I'd add 2 influence to any Western European country and gain 2 victory points. Wow, that could take us to 10, and then a quick play in Asia could take us to 15, and that would be a really fascinating, threatening position to be in. If I did that, I wouldn't have the opportunity to use this as a headline, but it's still a very good operations card, and can still be played as an event. Romanian abdication, yeah, who cares? Honestly, at this point, I don't care. Captured Nazi scientists. Space race a block. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't care about that. Decolonization is something we do not want to play. That's going to get space raced or ignored. We got 6 rounds to play. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 beautiful cards to play. I can headline a good card, still play Asia scoring, and never touch a negative card. It's going to be an interesting round. Of course, what we don't know is how he's doing on his what scoring cards he has. So all of that babbling on being what it is, that's very tempting. That's kind of tempting. That's, nah, don't care. And that's clearly not good headline card. So I think it really is between Red Scare, Red Purge, and Special Relationship. And because that's so powerful, I mean, that's 2 victory points, Lord. And it would allow me to, I could drop 2 in any Western European country, which I believe also includes Canada, which would be great if NORAD gets played. Huh. And 2 victory points. All right, that's easy. We're going to headline Special Relationship. And oh, Lord, he played Decolonization. Well, this is going to be fascinating to see what he does to bust me in the head with that. And oh, he's pitching at Asia real hard. Yeah, he's well, there goes my early gambit for Asia. there goes the early Asia gambit. Okay, so what the heck? We still have the 10 victory points, which is, in my experience, and limited as it is in a game, pretty good for turn 3. All right, he needs 3 mil ops. And he can't play in Asia. He can play in the Middle East with coups. Let's commit our decision and see. All right, so now we got Canada, and we just wait for a, come on, NORAD. Waiting for opponent to decide. Come on now. This is, Southeast Asia is looking good for him. Ooh, NORAD. I'm for it. All right, he busted me into chops in Europe. Turn 3, Italy and Iraq. Okay, so he broke my control in Italy. He regained control in Iraq. Asia scoring is no longer happy days. I mean, it's 1, but it was too much to ask, too much to hope that any action round which DEFCON marker moves to the 2 box. So it's to our advantage right now to run up the DEFCON score. Now NORAD would give us a chance we'd be able to place influence in any country free. And okay, so to do that, we've got to pull a coup, let's say, in the Middle East. Well, we've got some good, powerful cards for that kind of play. So if we were to use a 4 for a coup attempt, let's see what our potential is. Well, that might break his control, but it won't. It won't. Doesn't have much of a chance of success. Got the same deal in Iraq. Now, Syria won't check. I mean, there's a lot of potential there, but it won't affect the DEFCON status. Ooh. Military coup in Egypt is actually kind of appealing. Nasser has been played and removed. There's another card. There's another card. I think. There's another card that affects Egypt, but that's tempting. That's very tempting. That would, one, it's got a reasonable chance of success. 50-50 shot of success. We get our DEFCON score where we want it. We get a chance to place an influence somewhere free, and we get our mill ops. Oh, this is where I should have, I should be studying the cards a little more carefully. I could have swore there was. I know Nasser will screw you in Egypt in a big way. And is it? No, the Suez Crisis affects Europe, and it's kind of a misery. But the Suez Crisis affects Europe. Yeah, I think we try a coup in Egypt. Okay, deep breath. Woo! Hey, not only that, we reduced it. We didn't win there. We didn't take control. But we've got the DEFCON where we want it, and now NORAD is active, so I can place one influence, and I could break his control in Iraq or in Saudi Arabia, or I could pitch toward Asia and grab Thailand to help balance out things here. He's the Southeast Asia scoring. He's advantaged right now. Yeah. I don't know. He's seriously advantaged there. Fairly advantaged there. This should be a wash, or actually a little bit to our advantage. Okay, we're gonna use the NORAD influence to balance things off in Southeast Asia to take some advantage in Asia. And he's still looking good there, but it's not as good as what we're looking there, so let's call that good. He still needs 2 mill ops, but he's going to have to move outside of these central. To get his mill ops, he's got to go to Africa. I don't know, maybe Central America. We have to start thinking about Central America and Africa. He's going to force that. Oh. Oh. Get this out here. One in Thailand, one in Egypt. Okay, so he grabbed Egypt back, and he broke us in. Okay, now we got to think hard. Now it's going to take a little bit of doing. We're done with coups and realignments in Asia and the Middle East. We still have some very good cards to play. The China card being an obvious advantage. It really has turned into an influence race. So I can't get back into, yeah, I can get back into Egypt. I sure can because I have influence in Israel. I can play in Egypt. I can play in Thailand. Let's take a look at what our events look like. Okay, that's fine. 5-year plan. Yeah, I don't think we'll do that. Romanian abdication, don't care. Captured you, Nazi scientist. It really is simply a matter of messing with influence. And we're going to trade back and forth here is what it's starting to look like. It's going to be who runs out first. Um, he's got a 4 advantage there. That's a big deal. 2 advantage there. And we got a 1 there. So that play into Thailand was a big deal. All right, we're going to place influence. We're going to use 1 there to put Thailand back where it belongs. And we use 2 to break his head in Egypt. Let's undo that. Look at this. 4. Okay, that only changes it by 1 and 2. Place influence. That turns up a draw. That leaves us seriously advantaged there. And that hurt him a little bit there. Okay, so I still got Asia scoring. I still got the China card. We're going to keep toying like this for a little while. Let's see which way it breaks. He's going to have to make a play somewhere with those for those mill ops. He can get it. I take that back. No? No coup or alignment. Right. So he's going to have to take that somewhere else. And he's going to play again. So we're tossing. There it is. It's just we're just going back and forth. It's going to be who runs out of toys first. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's just keep, because I'll drop the China card and he's got to do something about that. He's got to get those mill ops. Now this might not be inspired play. I don't know. You know, the people who play this all the time might be rolling their eyes out of their head right now. It's playing it as an event. Whoa. Okay, I need to look at that card just so I know exactly what happened. That's removed. Oh, no, it's not. It has to be discarded. Special relationship. There we go. U.S. players all scoring cards, 1 influence in any single region. Named well, it's kind of like defectors. But the interesting thing about that is that he came up a little bit in the Middle East. No, he stayed the same in the Middle East. He cut my advantage in Asia, and I still think. How many rounds do we have? He has 2 more. It's just so exciting. Place that for influence. In Asia. And let's see where he goes. If he's got a scoring card, it's going to come I don't know when he's going to hit it. We've got one more round that we can play with before we worry about scoring. He does too. He's looking good in the Middle East. Yeah, the fight's over Asia. Okay, well here it comes. Here comes the big play in Asia. Right. Place influence. Snatch back.
The challenge of the 20th century is the
Snatch
challenge
back
of human relations and not of impersonal natural
Pakistan.
forces.
Now that's worth 5 if we keep it in Asia. So what is the best? India's ours. Pakistan is ours. Southeast Asia is a draw. We're looking really good there. We could use 2 to break him in North Korea. 4 will not get us Japan. He's got 2. We could grab South Korea with 2. We could grab South Korea with 2. Now, what's the better way to play that? He's going to have another round if he doesn't have a scoring card. He's going to have another round if he doesn't have a scoring card. So if we grab South Korea, which only cost us 2, which really turns Asia up. Yeah, okay. Here, maybe I ought to quit undoing. I don't know, what did I just see? Let's just see that again. No. Place influence. Oh, Formosa Revolution. That's all. That just means the Formosa Resolution's gone. 4 influence. I have 5 if I play it all in Asia. 1, 2, 3. It really comes down to trying to proof. It cost him 2 to break any of this. And there's 2 more to play. I can't grab another battleground, so I really can only try to prevent him from easily grabbing anything else. He has no access to India. He can get to Thailand, he can get to Pakistan, and he can get to 3, and I've only got enough to back up 2 of them. Yeah, tough game, huh? Tough game. And I need to have played more to know there's bound to be a subtle, I don't know, maybe there's not. Maybe what I need to do is say, that's as good as it gets in Asia, and I'll just use 1 influence to jump back into the Middle East and complicate his life. He can grab 1 for sure. He needs a 4 to bust me down twice in Asia. But I can sting him. No, I can't. I can't sting him in the Middle East. I've only got 1 influence that can be placed in the Middle East. So I can't get into Saudi Arabia or to Iraq, and Egypt is in play anyway. And putting another one there won't mean much. Um, One battleground, and he has presence. I can't fix that. I keep doing that, don't I? South Korea, and 2 more influence. So if I invest more in Asia, I can't invest anything that prevents him from busting me in the head there. Is there any benefit to playing deeper in Asia this round, or should I use the 1 influence I have to do something crazy like get into Africa in preparation for what's bound to be coming there? Yeah, this is a moment of complete indecision on my part. We're gonna do good. We're gonna get 5 or 6 or 7, I think, in Asia, no matter what he does. Hmm. Hell, I could go back to Europe. I could go back to Europe and square Italy away. Right, that would do it. That would square Italy away because Europe scoring is coming, whether he has it now or not. It's coming, and I think we'll leave it at that. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Middle East scoring, outstanding. That got him 3. That cut into us pretty hard, but we net 4. He lost 2 victory points for DEF CON. Ho 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 ho! Outstanding. And there you go. That really, I, I don't know how I could have got that any better. Uh, I wish there were people watching this. Maybe there are. They're just being quiet that know more about this than I do. But I think that really, I mean, it was a pretty good turn. We're within striking distance of a win. The DEF CON level is high, which is happy. Uh, that reduces the chances of coup. I think you'll be able to coup in Asia, right? Can't tell. But anyway, okay, there it is. I appreciate you watching, and see you again next time for turn. What is this going to be? Turn 4? Whatever. The next, yeah, turn 4. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.